Hi guys, I have an interesting question for you. What are you doing for International Anti-Corruption Day? Now, on the 31st of October 2003, the UN General Assembly adopted the United Nations Convention Against Corruption and designated the 9th of December as International Anti-Corruption Day. Now, on the UN website, the impact of corruption is frankly explained as follows. Corruption attacks the foundation of democratic institutions by distorting electoral processes, perverting the rule of law, and creating bureaucratic quagmires whose only reason for existing is the solicitation of bribes. Economic development is stunted because foreign direct investment is discouraged, and small businesses within the country often find it impossible to overcome the startup costs required because of corruption. Now today, 17 years later, the world is a very different place. We just fought, or is busy fighting, COVID-19. Now South Africa has been heavily impacted by decades of corruption. State capture was definitely not the start of corruption in this country. However, it is the most recent instance of corruption that has had the greatest impact. You know what? With COVID, funds borrowed to fight the virus, to alleviate poverty caused by lockdowns, to pay for personal protective equipment, to protect our healthcare workers. Money borrowed to finance vaccine, to protect the population, have been plundered by unethical public and private individuals and organizations with no consideration of the impact of their corrupt behavior. Now is the time for government and civil society to work together to eliminate corruption so that we can stimulate economic development and encourage foreign investment. OUTA calls on government to take a harder stance against those accused of corruption. We call on government to strengthen law enforcement agencies, to strengthen the National Prosecuting Authority so that the corrupt can be held accountable. We need ethical leadership with zero tolerance for corruption. But we also need you. We also need an engaged civil society that will say no to corruption. So guess what I'm doing today? I am saying no to corruption.
One of our key institutions to protect the Constitution as well as the integrity of South African economic growth is Parliament. Now, Parliament is actually an oversight body that's supposed to ensure that government fulfills its mandate, that money is spent wisely and effectively and in the best interest of South Africans. These very parliamentarian members have taken an oath of office to serve the public and not specific political parties. Now, this is highly questionable because over the last decade in state capture, we've seen that this oversight body has failed to take any serious action to hold individuals to account. And one cannot help to see that some of these very members or honorable members that still serve in Parliament are trying to protect themselves and clear their names in front of the Zondo Commission at the moment. This is a big problem. Now, we do believe that there are some obviously good members, but not regardless of that, we believe that the future of parliamentarians will come in the form of independence, where there's no political propaganda, where your loyalty is not to your political party, but actually where parliamentarians take an oath to serve the public, where individuals and communities elect the individual they believe can lead well